YouTube here, Logan here. Basically here today to talk about I got my back. About a lot of questions people have continually. They're generally the same. What do I got to do to heal myself or get rid of my eczema, psoriasis, acne, etc. Um, so here today to help further explain and hopefully answer all your guys' questions pretty simply. Um, and also here to help myself because I fell off the wagon for about like 7 months after I fixed my issue, my eczema. Um, I started partying or I started like eating, you know, foods that are meant for the human organism a couple times a week, and just been feeling like crap. So I'm gonna start, getting healthier, and then also hopefully these videos will begin to motivate me to start getting, healthier, and then I'll also help you guys out at the same time. So that would be nice also. But I'll get right to it because I know you guys are here to um, figure out what's wrong with you and how to fix this problem. And it's not something that I just think I know. It's something I know that works. Doesn't just work for one person, it works for everyone. And you'll soon see why I'm so confident with what I know. And so yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Today's video is gonna be on the lymph system, and then future videos are gonna be on the dietary, um, and then other tools you can use to help get rid of the skin condition or really any condition that we face on this man. Alright, so the lymph system, it's basically the cause of all man's problems if it's not working properly. But if it is, God bless him. Sorry. But if it is working properly, then you will not have any problems at all. Alright, so basically, the body is just a bunch of cells and two major fluids. Got my notes here. The skin, just a bunch of cells, two major fluids. Bone, bunch of cells, two major fluids. Brain, bunch of cells, two major fluids. Skin, no, I already said that. Hair, bunch of cells, two major fluids. Kidney, spleen, stomach, you got the point. It's just a bunch of cells, two major fluids. Alright? And the cells and the cells are bathing in these two fluids, and the fluids determine the health of each cell in your human body, and there's 100 trillion of them, so it determines the health of each and every single cell. So learning the two fluids is important, but it's also important to know the two sides of chemistry, which is base chemistry and acid side of chemistry. Base chemistry, it heals things, it strengthens, regenerates, rehydrates. That's pH of 7 to 14, and just as you put like aloe vera on your skin if you got sunburn, it soothes it, it heals it. Alright, now going to the acid side of chemistry, which breaks things down, it inflames, it weakens things, it dehydrates it, and that's, I think I said it, 0 to 7 pH. Put some battery acid on your skin, not going to feel too nice. It's going to inflame it. Drink a Coke, it's going to burn the back of your throat if you felt that feeling. I'm sure you have. Well, that's acids. Alright, acids break things down, they inflame anything, tissue, cells, they inflame everything. Alright, now it's important to know the two fluids that deal with each side of chemistry. Blood, it deals with what is it called, alkaline side of chemistry. It brings all the goodies to the cells, all the food, all the oxygen. Alright, can't get acidic, because if it does, then it becomes slow moving and coagulated, and what occurs is possibly a stroke, because oxygen isn't able to get through to all the cells in time, and therefore it dies. So it has to be base chemistry. Now, the other fluid that is the sewer system of the body is the lymph system, which it's a lipid-based fluid made out of cholesterol, which is an antacid in the human body to protect against acids, because acids break things down or inflame things. Now, the lymph system, it removes waste from the cells, just as a mom would do to her child. All right, other things found in the lymph system are toxins, proteins, weak cells. All right. And what occurs is that um, if it deals with the acid side of chemistry, but if it becomes too acidic, um, in a too acidic environment, then what occurs is a coagulation as well, or a dehydration, and soon after that a um, constipation of the lymph system, which then results in everything that man suffers from. All right, eczema, psoriasis, the C word, sugar metabolism problems, weight gain, hair loss. We're talking everything. All right, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Viruses, anything. All right. All right. So after the cells, basically, anything that eats poops. All right. That includes 100 trillion cells. Okay. The blood comes along through every single cell, because remember, the cells are bathing in these two fluids. It feeds the cell. All right. It needs to poop, but where does it go? Where does the cell poop? Well, remember, there's the other main fluid, which is the lymph fluid, which deals with waste, or the acid side of chemistry. So then the lymph system then picks up the waste from the cell and then carries it through the lymph vessels to the lymph nodes, and then where does it go? Well, we need to eliminate these wastes, so we can't keep them inside us because they're acids. All right, so we need to eliminate them to the outside world. Just as after we eat, we eliminate, we poop. All right, so we got the three big eliminative organs of the human body are going to be your kidneys on your back. When you pee, you eliminate. All right, you should be seeing like dandruff looking in the water, cloudiness, sediments. Okay, that's going to be acid waste coming out. If you're not seeing that, well, your lymph system's not being eliminated, or the wastes aren't being eliminated, which is a problem. All right, then the other thing, eliminative organ, is your skin. By sweating, all right, same thing, eliminates waste, also known as acids, through the skin. All right, and what happens is, if the kidneys go down, or they stop filtering, or break down, whatever, basically acid waste is going to continually back up within the lymph system, because remember, the cells are still being fed blood, and anything that eats poops. So your cells are just continually eliminating waste, and these are acid wastes. All right, so then the lymph system just keeps on being overburdened with all these wastes, and remember, these cells are bathing in these two fluids. Also, the lymph system, it's bathing in the lymph system. So these acid wastes are constantly on the cell, and since you can't since the wastes aren't being removed out the kidneys, then the cells are just bathing in their own waste. All right, now this is an example I always use to all my people that I'm helping out with, to easily help them understand what's going on. All right, just imagine a baby is a cell in your body, and the mom is the lymph system. Okay, if just as a mom's supposed to remove waste from the baby, if it doesn't, what happens? Okay, the baby poops, also known as the cell poops. If the mom, aka the lymph system, doesn't remove the waste from the baby, what happens? Well, the baby gets a rash. Why? Why is the baby getting a rash? Well, because wastes are acids. Okay, they inflame things. Now, if you leave these wastes on that baby or on the cell, then what happens is the cell continues to be inflamed, or it's going to break down that cell or break down the skin of that baby. Okay, until the cell dies, which is what a cancer cell is, just an extremely weak, degenerative cell. But staying on topic, eczema. Okay, so the skin has to eliminate the waste, because, well, we don't want to keep these wastes inside us, because they're acids and they'll eventually break us down. Okay, so since these are wastes, they're coming out our skin, so that's why they're inflaming our skin. Okay, and our skin's just a bunch of cells and two major fluids. All right, and there's two sides of chemistry. Acids break things down, and they weaken, they inflame things, all right? And the lymph system deals with the acid side of chemistry. So it just means our lymph system is just backed up in our skin area, and therefore, since it's not being eliminated out through the kidneys, it needs to be eliminated through the skin, all right? So it's just like the same thing occurs if you got colitis, all right? Basically, it's the same thing. What's the colon made out of? Well, I don't know. It's just a bunch of cells, all right, and two major fluids. Okay. What's causing the stomach to be inflamed? Well, there's only two sides of chemistry. One side of chemistry, aka acids, breaks things down or inflames things. Okay, and the lymph system deals with the acid side of chemistry. So it just the acids are just being continually backed up in the lymph system in your stomach, and it's just inflaming the tissue of your stomach. Okay. Another example, we'll go to pancreas, insulin problems, aka type 1 diabetes. Your beta cells in your pancreas aren't able to produce insulin. Well, hey, your pancreas is just a bunch of cells and two major fluids. One side chemistry breaks things down or weakens cells. Okay, that's the acid side of chemistry. So that's what's causing the beta cells to not create insulin. Why wouldn't cells be able to perform their job? Well, they're being weakened by what side of chemistry? Acid side of chemistry. All right. So what you need to do to get rid of going back to the skin issue, what you need to do is heal up the kidneys, which are just a bunch of cells and two major fluids. And how would you get them to not work properly? Well, acids break things down, they weaken things, and that just means your lymph system backed up in your kidneys. So what you need to do is you need to go to the other side of chemistry, the healing side, the regenerating side of chemistry, that rehydrates the lymph system. All right, that's going to be alkaline chemistry. So once you begin to move that lymph system, then those wastes will begin to be removed from the cell, and therefore the cell will be able to get healthy again, and then the cell of the kidneys will be able to perform its job, therefore removing or eliminating the waste to the outside world, so your skin won't have to anymore. And then lo and behold, once you see sediment in your urine, seeing acid waste coming out of your kidneys, then your symptoms of your skin will begin to go away, because they're just acids coming out of the skin, because since your kidneys aren't eliminating, your skin's gonna. But once your kidneys begin to eliminate, then your skin won't have to eliminate anymore. So it's very important to eliminate the lymph system with alkaline side chemistry. Now I'm going to be going into why the lymph system gets very acidic and how you can rehydrate it and then get rid of all the problems you're facing skin-wise, and any problem that you may face in the future. Any problem. Don't care what it is. Alright, watch the next video.